everyone. My name is Juliana Rigo, and I'm here to talk about a wonderful book that I read a couple months ago. And first, I'd like you to subscribe here and also like the video. And if you like this video a lot, just leave me a comment. Okay, so this way I know what I can improve and, of course, bring other books to talk about, and also do the part two and three of this video here. So the book I'm talking about is Think and Grow Rich. First, this content is being made first to help my students to practice listening. So they will listen to this video and they will take notes. So we are going to discuss in class, and also not only talk about English, I want to talk about life and important things that I've learned through this book. So the book in question is Think and Grow Rich, and this book is was written by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill also wrote wonderful books talking about how to live, like Outwitting the Devil. I love this book. It's one of my favorite books. I read this book when I was in a very difficult moment in my life, and it gave me a lot of light, and it brought me back to understand more about God and the Bible. So the first thing that I'll talk about here is the book talks about the power of thoughts. So the whole book will talk about everything that you think you it will it will kind of dictate your life. So you have to use your best thoughts on your regular days. So what does it mean? It means that if you nurture bad thoughts, this is going to cause you complicated moments in your life. For example, if I keep repeating myself that I'm not good at it, that I am dumb and I'm not worth being loved, all these kind of things, they will attract bad people, bad jobs, a terrible health to my life. So that's what the book usually says. So basically, that's what it says. So if you repeat to yourself that you are in a process of reaching what you want, your whole body and your cells will understand that you are working through it. You are not extremely in that condition forever. You were just in the process of achieving what you want. So that's amazing to think about, because sometimes we are not conscious about what we think, and and that's what the book says. We have to bring back to life who we are. Sometimes we are like zombies, right? Sometimes we feel like we are not actually living. We are just existing. And that's what the book says. You have to be aware of what you think and what you do. So just pay attention to your thoughts. That's what I'd say. Um, Especially when you were studying. So what I'm going to say now, it's what I think. When we are studying, sometimes we force ourselves to be better, get better results, and that's not how it works. It takes time and practice and the right exercises to achieve what you want and what you need. So basically, just take time. It just takes time, and just take your time, right? Take your time. It will take more than you thought, but you were going somewhere. So I believe that's really important to think about when you are studying, and you are putting a lot of effort to achieve your goals. Just be patient with yourself. The other topic I will mention today is determine exactly what you desire. Sometimes we don't achieve what we want because we don't know what we want, or we don't desire that thing enough, right? So I love writing. So one of the things that I usually do is writing my thoughts, and also writing things that are not actually happening the way I wanted, but I already imagine they happening. I imagine those desires happening in my life. So here I wrote something. What do I want? What do I really want? And it's blank, right? And the reason why it's blank, it's because I don't want to fill that page with things that are not actually worthy. I really want to feel what I want. So if I still don't know what I want in life, I cannot get anything. So the book talks about that all the time. So if you have intentions in everything you do, you will achieve what you want. That's very, very important, because sometimes we don't know what we want. So the universe, God in my case, brings us things that will make us learn, right? They are a lesson to us. And we don't want more lessons. We want to actually achieve what we deserve. So if she doesn't know what she wants, that's what you get. And now you learn with yourself. That's another lesson for you to learn. So you will repeat and repeat and repeat. It's going to be a cycle of mistakes. So that's why it's so important to know what you want. So if you are learning English, for example, where do you want to go when you achieve the success that you desire in your heart? What am I going to work with when I have my English, my perfect English? What kind of relationship will I have when I have this fluent English that I desire? So write it down. Write down on your notebook where you want to be. But the book also explains that we cannot just talk about it as something in the future. We have to just appreciate what we think and what we want as it's already here in the present. So we have to imagine and thank God for something that we already have. And of course, we don't have it now, but we want it to happen. But we have to imagine that we already possess this. Isn't it great? So it's a very old book, very old, and it's a famous book as well, and many people has done this, especially very wealthy people. So if it works, why not? You can also adjust this to your own beliefs. In my case, I like to pray, so I will always thank God for what I already have, and I believe that He will put me in another level. Or if not, it means that I have to learn the lesson I am struggling right now. Okay, so another topic is create a definite plan. When I started talking about your dreaming boards, or your wishing boards, I was always a little bit concerned about that, because I always looked at it and I was like, why are these people doing this? They are just thinking about something over and over again, but what are they doing to get it? Right? And that's not the case. You have to write down what's your plan to achieve what you want. So if I want to go to Europe, I have to work more. I have to make more money to go to Europe. So what is my plan to make more money? Am I going to start posting on the internet? Am I going to have a business? Or am I going to quit this job and find a better job? Right? So you have to set a plan and also a deadline. A deadline is very important because you need to know how long you are going to spend to get this dream, to achieve this dream. Of course, there it might not happen the way you wanted, but at least you have a reason to wake up on the following day. That's what I always talk to people. What's your dream? What do you want? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because this is what gives us strength to wake up on the following day. That's very important. And I always had a dream. I always had a reason to wake up because that's what makes me put more love in what I do. I always put love in everything I do because I have a reason for it. Um, yeah, so make a plan, stick with it, and you go far. And the last topic is about faith. Now I will read one part of this one page, which is very important because it talks about faith is a state of mind which may be induced by autosuggestion. So faith is this eternal medicine which gives life, power, and action to impulse out of thought. So faith is something that will always uh, make you believe in yourself, in God. So when you have something above yourself to believe, it's easier and it gives you strength. Faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches. So it says that rich people, they have a lot of faith. They believe a lot in themselves, right? And I believe, as a Christian, I believe that believing in ourselves, we are also believing in God because He's the one who lives in us. So that's what we have to always remember. Faith is the basis of all miracles and mysteries that cannot be analyzed by the rules of science. So if you think with yourself, about a miracle that happened in your life, I'm sure that faith will be included in this miracle. So, all miracles start with faith. So, knowing it, we only need to understand that we have we have to focus on our faith more than we are right now. So we have to nurture our faith, getting closer to our faith. This will also give us a lot of confidence. We'll feel confident to talk to other people. We'll be confident to sell our products. We'll be confident to speak to our boss, and we'll be confident to open our own business. Right? This is all about faith. Faith is the only known antidote to failure. So we will never fail if if we know that we can start again. And the only way to start over is when we have faith. If we have faith, we can start once, twice, 100th times. If we know that we will always win, even when we fail. Faith is the element, the chemical, which when mixed with prayer, gives one direct communication with infinite intelligence. All right? That's amazing. If we connect faith, intelligence, and prayer, we are unstoppable, right? There is no way it can go wrong. Faith is the element that transforms the ordinary vibration of thought created by the finite mind of man into the spiritual equivalent. Sometimes we don't give much attention to our spiritual growth because we don't see it. The only thing that we see is the image we have in the mirror and also the reflection of our minds. according to what other people say. And that's very, very wrong. We shouldn't just pay attention to our body and our minds. Sometimes we don't even pay attention to our minds. Um, that's why people are so lost out there, right? Because they are not even paying attention to their minds. Imagine their spiritual life. And it's not only because I cannot see it that it doesn't exist. Your spirit is an energy. It is there. We cannot see it, but it's there. You have to find a way to understand what keeps you alive and what keeps you not only a zombie, but someone who can light someone else's path. So just think about that. And I would love to advise you to read this type of book and books that will make you feel closer to God. Faith is the only agency through which the cosmic force of an infinite intelligence can be harnessed and used. Wow, that's amazing. The reason why this is great is because when you access faith deeply, you will feel how intelligent you get, because faith will give you a sense of, I can do more, I can learn more, I can reach better places, I can go to wonderful places, I can get more from this world, and I can give more. you know you will learn that you cannot just take from nature and from other people. You will understand that it's a give and take energy. Wherever you go and whatever you do, you will feel that you have this give and take all the time. And there's nothing better than this. You will never feel used. You will never feel that some you are using someone. You will feel complete. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. If you actually enjoyed it, just leave me a comment and like this video, subscribe, and see you next time for part 2 of Think and Grow Rich. Mwah.